Hello, hello. Welcome to another Fox 411. I got Paul Mathis with me here, and we're here to talk about something that we're actually one of our sponsors for here at the Fox, and that's the 6th annual Sizzling into September Steak Cook-Off, which is happening. If you're watching this, the crawler has all the info right there. It's coming up Labor Day weekend. It's a Saturday, August 30th. Paul, welcome to the show. And
Thank you.
we've done a few of these.
6, if my math is correct.
Yeah, I
Maybe?
think we've interviewed you, I think, every single year. Yeah, we've had some extra guests on, I know, throughout the years and stuff. But it's time to have a cook-off. It's time to cook steaks and not to mention eat steaks.
Oh, they are good steaks, too.
That's right. This is happening at the VFW here in Mason City. You call that All Vets, Mason City, right? Or Mason
Yes.
City All Vets? Yeah.
Yep.
And Labor Day weekend. So we want you to get tickets to obviously eat for one, and we'll explain how to get tickets for all that coming up here. Or you can even sign up and get involved in this. Do you have quite a few master grillers here ready to go?
We're probably around 30 again.
Wow.
It fluctuates, and they come as far as New York, Louisiana, Arkansas, Wisconsin, and we've even got a couple that are local to Mason City.
Sure, why not? Why not? And
Yeah.
and I think those guys have a lot of fun. All those grillers. I don't know if they're all men. Some of them could be women, but I think they kind of help each other too. They don't tell their secrets, obviously, because they want to win.
Then there's that, yeah.
Yeah. But they all have their own style, and I know I've been part of the eating, and I tell you what, it's some of the best stuff ever. I mean, you're going to get a steak exactly how you want it, and don't we always try to go for medium rare?
Medium rare.
Yeah,
Yep.
which is the way to. That's how I grill my steaks, medium rare.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like it bloody, but I like it pink, really pink.
It's interesting. In the 6 years, one person asked for ketchup once.
Oh
And
gosh,
I'm like, what the heck are you doing? He goes,
what are you doing? Yeah.
I'm putting this on my baked potato. And I'm like, okay, but who puts it on baked potatoes?
Yeah, it does. Well, you put it on fries, right? So
Right.
yeah. So yeah, I guess you know what? What kind of steak are we talking about? Are we talking about the fillets? Or are we talking about
Yes.
sirloins or what? Ribeyes?
Fillets.
Okay.
Ribeye, actually. Yeah,
Oh,
excuse
right.
me. Mhm.
Well, there's a difference. Best cut of meat, I think.
Right.
You know, and I know that beef is getting up there in price for a few years here now. So I think it's great that you guys keep that steak dinner priced at $20 for a fillet. That's pretty good.
And it isn't for the lack of me trying to push it up. Just because it's more money that goes into the fund. And but for the last couple of years, no, we're doing the same. And I take my marching orders and move on.
Right. A lot of these guys coming from all over the nation, as you mentioned, do they kind of get on a tour of all these cook-offs here throughout the year? And then Iowa, North Iowa in general, just happens to be one of the stops.
Oh yeah, and I think that each of the teams, I mean, they come in, they've got a trailer, and some of them probably have a bed in it that they've slept in the whole deal. I mean, it's a portable kitchen, and they pull in and roll it out, so to speak.
Right.
And,
Yeah, they use their own grills, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and their own facility, I guess, like you said. So, and where do they? And they usually park. I want to say behind the VF, right? The VFW.
Behind in the side of the VFW.
Okay. So 30 people so far. If people still want to get into it yet, steakcookoffs.com is the website to go to, and I'm sure that you can maneuver around there, and you can find the event location of the VFW in Mason City as the one if you want to still get in there. I think, don't you think that especially the local ones, they just want to try.
Oh, I I tell you, the local ones that are here, don't quote me exactly, but Mark Huntley has been in the top 3, if not the top one, number 1.
Okay.
This this happens all over the United States, and then they go at each event. You get a golden ticket, and then they have a end of the year in Dallas.
Oh,
And if you don't have a ticket, you don't get in.
wow. Kind of like the America's Got Talent show. Almost.
Pretty much. And they Mark's done tremendous on all of his events that he's in, and Jim and Leona Salee, who are on the technical side, they're the representatives. They go all over.
Right.
I don't know if you're friends with them on Facebook, but there isn't a day that you don't pull up their page and they're somewhere across America. So
they've been involved with this. I know all 6 years, and they just been involved with a lot of things.
They have,
and they had a great life of business for a long time, and they're still doing something in retirement here. So that's pretty cool.
You meet a lot of people in the bar industry.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever asked this question. Who actually provides the meat?
Fairway, who is one of our sponsors.
Okay.
And the best thing about that, while I would like to go out and get some competitive bids for the steaks, the Fairway's butcher is trained by the governing body.
Yeah.
So, and basically what that means is those steaks have to meet a bunch of requirements.
Right.
And if I have to go to another distributor and say, hey, here's the list, they're probably going to be like,
Yeah.
Fairway, we just say we need X amount of steaks, and he already knows. So it's a great deal to have him.
Oh, yeah.
Resource.
Well, I think a lot of people have known for a long time Fairway's a great place to go for the meat, and they got a real butcher in there doing the real stuff, and that's for sure. I know, I try to get all my beef and pork and chicken from farmers, and I go through a locker. But when I need something, there you go to Fairway, and they got the best cuts right there. So, and again, these are ribeyes, you said, right?
Yep.
Or fillet type stuff. Yeah. All right. So, first place is $800, huh?
Well, we actually changed that up a little bit.
Okay.
With the number of, there's a little chart that says, all right, based on the cooks, here's your payout. And we're trying to entice them. So we got another little deal for if you cook both steaks and you're the winner or have the highest points, you get more money.
Right.
So,
are the judges secret, or what can you tell us about them?
They're not so much secret, but they are trained.
Okay.
They've been through classes also. So there's 5 or 6 things that they look for in every steak, and don't set your beverage on the countertop if you're judging. They're like, Paul, move it.
That's probably good. Yeah.
I didn't do the steaks, but we have ancillaries, and they were like, Paul, be a judge, and I'm like, sure, I like chicken wings, and
sure.
I sit down and I have my drink there, and they're scolding me already.
Speaking of that, is there more than just steak that will you have chicken wings again? And
yes, the ancillary will do ribs and wings.
Okay.
And if you want free wings and rib bites, stop out during that, because we after they go through the judging, I repack them. We take them to the bar and hand them out.
There you go.
And it is just, they're obviously uneaten. So they go to the bar, and I tell you what, that's almost a meal in itself.
Well, yeah, exactly. So you mentioned 5 or 6 things that the judges look at. So can you recall what some of the things are that they look at? There's a couple of obvious ones. Is probably the way it looks, and to make sure that it's done right at
Right.
that medium
Yeah.
rare.
And that presentation is part of that, and then temperature. That it's cooked um, to the medium rare, and
Is that
then
160? Is that pretty close? Something
I'm
like
not
that.
on the technical side.
Well, that's what I do. I put a thermometer and everything.
I'm a connoisseur. They hand it to me, I'll eat it.
Exactly. But it's only
Yeah.
120 degrees. Oh,
Well, but they each of them are scored on those. There's probably 5 or 6 people at a table, and there's 4 or 5 of those.
Okay.
And each person takes a bite out of the steak, and they write down all their scores, and then turn it in. It's blind, so they don't know the steak came from Paul or Harry O.
Yeah.
It's a blind deal, and it's got a ticket, and the scorecard has the ticket number. Everybody writes it down um, as they sample it, and then those get turned in, and they compile it. And there's a steak A and steak B, so there's 2 actual meals that we'll be doing.
Are these judges, will they be biting into literally 30 different steaks or what? Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. And, our bite is probably not the same size as them just because they have to bite into so many.
Oh, yeah.
But
get full before you even finish
right,
judging.
Right. I did the chicken wings and I was full.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Well, they got some good meaty sized wings there. I'll tell you that. So this event it's an all day thing, right? On Saturday on the 30th. What they start setting up, like 8 o'clock in the morning, I think, right?
8 o'clock. And you know what? I've drove up to the VFW and someone's been parked there overnight.
Oh, yeah.
So, whatever works for you.
That's right. So yeah, let's explain to everybody that wants to come, like for the eaters that want to come in or whatever, what time should they be there? Well, before we get to that, how do you get tickets, I guess, to this? They're still available as of this recording. So
correct. For both meals, all they need to do is stop by the VFW and purchase the tickets there. There's only so many sold. So
yep.
And this is the 6th year, and they always go fast. So don't. I'd say get them early before later.
Right.
And generally, there's 2 meals. Ask the attendant when you get the tickets, but generally, I believe they're at 3 and 5. But don't quote me on that. I do the promoting side. The technical side is Jim and Leona, but there's 2 steak dinners, and it's generally like 3 and 5.
And for those of us that have a little age or whatever, we're talking early bird, no matter how you're talking about here. So don't have.
No one's ever complained about the serving times.
It's always a good time, no matter what time of day it is,
right?
Exactly. Yeah. So do you got anything else going on besides, when's it all wrapped up, I guess, at the end of Saturday then? Because you have the awards to do.
Yep. And, that's kind of fun because you hear the camaraderie come out, of all because they do this probably once a week, every week, they're going to one or another. And, it's fun to sit in the bar and just watch the award show, so to speak.
Okay.
And it's always fun to hand out money, so I enjoy that. But these guys are, when it's cook time, don't bother them. But any other time, they're the most sociable people you'll ever meet. You can ask them, hey, I asked one of them. I said, "Why the heck's the steak laying in your windshield?" And he goes, "You got to get it up to the right temperature." And I'm like, "I don't do that at home."
Yeah. It's always good to if you're having steak, I always let mine sit for a good 2 hours at room temperature before.
Yep.
And the other thing that I'll throw this in, because I learned that from one of the guys, one of the master grillers we actually talked to on one of these, is letting it sit. Probably Mark. I think he says a lot of people don't let the meat that's getting off the grill sit for a little bit. It rest. Yeah. I mean, because it's still cooking away in there yet, So that's why it's so important. Do you have any entertainment going on that Saturday?
We have bands after the fact.
Okay.
I kind of stayed out of that again, just because I tried to get the old what do they call that? The shelter, the portable shelter.
Right.
And they said, "No, let's put them inside." I said, "Well, I'll stick with the cook-off. You work with the bands." I'm not that promoter.
Right. So no matter what, it's going to be inside, even though it might be a beautiful day out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, why don't you let's help out the sponsors that are helping this event. I know, us right here at 103.7 of Fox, we're one of the sponsors. We talked about Fairway. They actually, so they donate all the meat for this thing, huh? Wow. That's crazy.
They do it at a reduced rate. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Very nice. Yeah. All right. How about some other sponsors you want to thank?
So this is the first year, actually, Ray and Francis Randall Memorial Fund. Tom Randall, Brian Randall. There's another brother. I've only met Tom and Brian. Both Ray and Francis passed away, and Tom was like, "Hey, we've got some extra. Do you guys need anything?" And so after going back and forth, we put him in as a premier sponsor, and the first time we've had a premier sponsor. So we'd like to thank the Randall family for that.
Okay.
Obviously. First Citizens, been a continued sponsor throughout the time. All these sponsors have been gracious every year so far. Farm Bureau, Sean Cool, good friend of mine that I golf with. I get him involved. So him and the kids come in and do the chicken wings.
Sure. Okay.
So Tom Douglas with Edwards Brandt, another good friend of mine. Cade Plague & Cool Scholarship. I don't know if you know Cade. He was a University of Iowa golfer. He was killed in a motorcycle accident. His family puts on a memorial that, if you've never been to it, out at the Legacy, it is an event. But Alter Metal of Mason City, and of course you guys at Fox.
All right. Well, that's awesome. It's a fun event. It really is. And do you need any volunteers to help, Paul? Are you pretty well set on everything?
We'll never turn away volunteers.
Okay. Because you never know where there might be some people to help with tables and chairs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. If you want to help set up, we have stop in around 8 a.m.
Yeah.
We'll put you to work.
Sure. Come on in.
Sure.
Yeah. They're probably looking for free meals, what they're looking for, Paul.
Hey, the best thing I got is the ribs and the wings.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
There's plenty of those.
All right. Well, come join the fun or come for the eating. Don't forget $20 for these steak dinners, and you can get them at the VFW. All you got to do is stop in to Mason City All Vets anytime, and I would encourage you to do that right away because they will sell out. They always do. Yeah, they always do. And in fact,
one last thing here. All the money that is made from this event goes to the local veterans. So if there's a veteran in need, they pull out of this fund.
That's awesome.
So it doesn't go for paying the rent. paying the electrical bill, paying people. It goes into a specific use fund.
Is this a pretty major event that you guys do throughout the year, or do you have other events that are pretty equal to it or whatever? Because you guys have to raise funds. I realize that.
Yeah. There's the auxiliary women, and then they do their own events. They do rummage sales, cooking sales. Matter of fact, they'll be cooking, have baked goods during the event also.
Oh.
And they've joined in. They actually do sandwiches, loose meat sandwiches and chips, at lunch.
Okay.
And I tell you, it's they do stuff like that throughout the year, and it just brings in it's a continuum of funds.
You guys do a great job down there at May City All Vets, and we appreciate you doing this. This is going to be a lot of fun. It always is, and I'm sure you're even going to have families even come down, buy the tickets, and have family dinner right there.
All the above. All the above.
Yeah. That's right. Oh, we're getting steak. Yeah. Or wings and other things, ribs and all that.
Yep.
All right. If you want some more information, I would just stop by May City All Vets. You're going to go there to get your tickets anyway. If you still want to get into the competition, steakcookoffs.com. So, Paul, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. And appreciate you being part of this.
Appreciate your sponsorship again.
You got it. The 6th annual Sizzlin' into September Steak Cook-Off. The VFW Double Steak Challenge. We probably should explain that real quick. The double steak.
So there's a steak A and a steak B. Hence, that's why there's two meal times, because they do the first steak that comes through, gets judged, gets prepped, gets put out for a dinner, and then they'll be working on that second one.
Right.
And that'll go out, and then that's the second dinner.
Exactly. All right. Yeah, come on down, meet your friends, meet family, everybody down there, and have a good time. Again, it's going to be Saturday on August 30th, Labor Day weekend. So great way to spice up that last weekend of summer, unofficially, but and that's before football gets going here, right? I think there may be some college games are playing that week.
We will have those on also.
You'll have them on the TVs. You betcha. Very good. All right, Paul, have a great event, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Thank you again. You bet.
You bet.
Bye.